Hello everyone, welcome back to Database tutorial. In today's video, we will see what is an if function and how to use that in Tableau. So, what is an if function? If function is a logical function wherein we give a criteria. Based on the criteria, if the value is true, we will get the true value. If the criteria doesn't match, the value is false, then we will get a false value. So it has a simple syntax for it, that we will type start our if function, we will type our criteria, that is the condition, what is the condition, and then if that condition satisfied, we will get the true result. If that condition doesn't satisfied, we will get an else result, that is a false result. And this we can use in Tableau with our dimensions as well as measures. How we can do that? Let's see. So first, to create a calculated field, we get a option to create a calculated field from multiple places. First place is the drop down menu in the data pane. Here we will get the option to create a calculated field, and the calculation dialog box will open. Second option is from the field itself. So whichever field we want to create a calculated field, so go to the drop down for that field and then go to create and calculated field. In this case, the field will be present in the calculation dialog box at first only when we will start it. And a third option is just right click in any empty space in the data pane, and here you will get the option to create calculated field, and from here also you can open it. Fourth option is from the analysis menu. Go to analysis menu, and from here you can click on create calculated field. So these are the places where you can go and you can start and create a calculation. So now here I want to create a calculated field based on the subcategory. So I have these subcategories, and for these subcategories, suppose I want to group them under one name. So for that I will use my if statement. So let's here in the space at the top, this is the field name, calculated field name, whatever name you want to give to our calculation. So here suppose I want to give the name as subcategory group. Now let's start our if statement here. So to start our if statement, first write if. You will get the option also for the if statement, and you can keep it as it is also, as it is same. So I want to start if. Now I have to write my condition. So what is my condition? That suppose I want to check for chairs. So I will write here subcategory equal to chairs. Why this? Because chairs value is present in my subcategory field. I want to check this criteria whether subcategory has chairs. So wherever subcategory field has chairs, I want to replace it with another value. So if subcategory, the field name, so do see the recognize that all the field names are written in square brackets, and they get this orange color. So I will write if subcategory equal to chairs. So I am writing a text value. Whenever we write a text value, we write them in double quotes. So here I have written is if subcategory equal to chairs, and then I will write then if the subcategory is equal to chairs, then what I want? Then I want the value to be furniture. So I will write furniture here in double quotes, that if subcategory equal to chairs, then give me furnitures in return. And if it is not, then either I can directly write and here, then if the chairs are not equal to furniture, then it will give a null value. And if I want something else I want other, I want to write other here. So I will write else other and then I will write and. Here it also shows that whether calculation is valid or not, and if the calculation is not valid, it shows you the error, as it is showing the error here, and you can go to the error, you can see what is the error. So it is writing that expected and to match if at character 0. So it is saying that we have to AND our if statement. So like this we write our calculation. Now what it is depicting, it will see that if subcategory field is having chairs, so wherever it will have chairs, it will replace it with furniture. If chair is not visible in the subcategory, if this criteria doesn't matches, then it will give the value as other and then it will AND. So let's see. So what we can see here, in the subcategory group we have only chairs and then we have other. Now let's go to the same calculation, and here this was our single criteria if statement, but suppose I have multiple criteria wherein I want to check now this for tables as well. If it is tables is also there, then also I want furniture. So what I will do, if subcategory equal to chairs, then furniture, and then I will go to else if. Else if will, with else if I can give my another condition as well along with my first condition. So what I want to see, again same criteria, same way the criteria I will write, and the true, if that criteria matches, then what the value I want, that I will write. So what I will write, else if subcategory. So as I will start typing my subcategory, at the top I will get my field name and I can just select from here. So else if subcategory equal to tables. If it is equal to tables, then what I want? Then I want it to be furniture. Now what it is taking, that if subcategory equal to chairs, then it will return furniture. If it is not equal to chairs, it will go to the second condition, that is else if. So else if subcategory equal to tables, then it will return furniture. If this category is also not satisfying, it will go further and it will give default value of other to all other subcategories, and then it will AND. So I will click on OK here. So as you can see now, in furniture I have chairs and tables, and in other I have all other categories. Similarly, I can check for other criteria also. So suppose apart from these two conditions, two criterias, I want to see for another condition, that is for storage. So if it is equal to storage, then also suppose I want to give them another name. So what I will do in this in my if statement only, I have written that subcategory equal to chairs, then furniture. Else if subcategory equal to tables, then also furniture, and then I will write again add one else if statement here. Else if subcategory is equal to storage, then what I want to write, LA here. So I will write LA. Now I have got three conditions, that if it is equal to chairs, then furniture. If it is equal to tables, then furniture. If it is equal to storage, then LA, else other. I will click on OK here. So now what I will see, I have got a third value in my calculated field. Now three values are there. One is furniture, second one is LA, and third one is other. So like this we can use an if statement with the dimension field. Now let's see how to use an if statement with the measure field. So for that what I will do, I will again go to create calculated field, and here I will see if statement for measures. So this is my field name. Now what I want, so suppose I want to check this time for sales. If sales is greater than 1000, then high, else low. So for that, what I will write, I will start my if statement. I will start writing sales. I will get my sales field above. I will select it. If sales is greater than 1000, then I want to return value called high, else I want to return low, and then and. Okay, I have got my calculation is valid. I will click on OK here. So let's see it in our view. So for that, I will drag my subcategory into rows and my calculated field which I have just created into columns. So in my calculated field, I will have two values, high and low. Now let's drag our order count value into text. So here I can see that in accessory subcategory 30 orders have high sales, 745 orders have low sales. That is, sales is less than 1000 and here sales is greater than 1000. So these are the orders where my sales is greater than 1000. So in envelopes and fasteners I do not have any sales greater than 1000. So like this I can write an if condition for measure as well. But now suppose you want to write a multiple criteria here. So for here I have written only my one criteria, that if sales is greater than 1000, then high, else low. Now suppose I want to check for multiple conditions. I want to break this into multiple conditions. Suppose I want to see there here that if sales is less than 100, if sales is less than 100, then I will return here less than 100. Else I will give else if statement here. Else if sales is less than 500, then less than 500. Else if sales is less than 1000, then less than 1000. Else greater than 1000. So what I have done here, I have divided my sales into multiple criterias. If sales will be less than 100, so all the sales values which are less than 100 will come under less than 100. Else if sales is less than 500, so now all the values between 100 and 500 will come under less than 500. Then I will check for less than 1000. All the values between 500 and 1000 will come under less than 1000. And then of all the values greater than 1000 will come under greater than 1000. So here I will include thousands also. I will write less than equal to 1000. Now I will click on OK here. So here I have got my values divided into all these criterias, that is greater than 1000, less than 100, less than 500, less than 1000. See all my order count values in all these criteria. So I can see here that these many orders are there where my values are less than 100. I can see most of my order values are less than 100, followed by less than 500, and very few are there in greater than 1000. So like this I can use my if condition with the measure value as well. So here do keep in mind an important tip here, that whenever you write multiple criteria for logical cases wherein less than greater than value is included, in that case you do check how you have written your less than equal to less than or greater than signs. Suppose here instead of less than 100 I write here greater than 100. So all my values greater than 100 will come under this criteria only, and then these values will not be checked in further conditions. These less than greater than signs should be used in a correct way, otherwise it will give us incorrect results. One more error which we get in a if statement is a error of mixing aggregation and non-aggregation values. So here if you write your if statement, if subcategory is equal to suppose chairs, then I want sum of sales, and so it will give me error that I cannot mix an aggregate and then non-aggregate comparison. So here what I am getting that my subcategory is a non-aggregate comparison and sales is an aggregate comparison because I am aggregating my sales field. But my here I have a non-aggregate field of subcategory equal to chairs. One option for me here is to remove this sum from here and write just sales. So for all the subcategories, I will get my sales row by row. If I will not aggregate my sales, it will go row by row, and for all the rows where chairs are there, I will get my sales. If I want to aggregate this, what I can do, I can write my sum at first and then I can start my if statement. If I will wrap up my whole if statement in sum, so what it will do, it will check for if values and it will give sales values, and then all those sale values will be aggregated in a sum at the end. So if you want to use your aggregation in if statement, you can write your aggregation at first and you can wrap your if statement in that aggregation. Like this you can come around this error. So that's it for today, and if you have any queries you can simply ask in the comment section. Now we will meet in our next video. Till then, take care and happy learning.